Tervetuloa takaisin Justice for Allin läpipeluseen. Sitä on pari päivää, kun mä oon viimeksi pelannut tätä. I can't believe it. Acro. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeepus. Am I that hated? Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did. Psst, psst. but I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know. But you are not, which is kind of the reason why. Mä pistän itse sanoa musiikkia pikkusen kovemmalle. Tuohon väliin vaikka. -40 on liian hiljainen ja -35 on liian kova. Tossa. Ei liian lujalla. Eikä toivottavasti liian hiljaisella. Hey pal. You gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? Detective Kamshu. Forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be killed anyways. No, detective. I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little? You got some really tasty milk. Now, how about the card trick, detective? Oh, well, if you insist. Now, about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Well, Miss Von can't be mad that you are doing this. That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we are not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. I don't know, Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? That reminds me. I've got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. And that's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here. What did he mean by that, the very end part? I'm not sure. That's all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing. Don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy worth of milk. For me? Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime. Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Joanna. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. Gulp. About the ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You are such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem. You're absolutely right. How would anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Of course I'll cross-examine. The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You are so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Tiedän sinun motiivin ainakin osittain. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. We? Yes, my brothers Sean and I. But you have a brother? How old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old, and my brother was 4. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus. Huh? Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ow! No crying in court, let's keep going. The witness may proceed with his testimony. That's when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russellberry, took us in. Jännitän muuten kättä. Kissa on tässä pöydällä nukkumassa. Kurottelen tällä mun kädellä tähän puheennappiin. Tästä tänään vielä pelata sitä Half-Life 2:kin. Niin. Tässä yrittää olla käyttämättä käsiä liikaa ennen kuin rupeaa riehumaan siinä. Ja jos hyvä, jos mä menen valmiiksi siihen valmiiksi puutuneella käsillä. Anteeksi, jatketaan. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother, all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. The ringmaster, he would always come see us with a smile and laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult. So then how long have you been a performer? I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. You started off as an acrobat at the early age of 9. Acrobat at that early of an age. I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingleberries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus. You are truly a remarkable young man. That just keeps looking at you actually almost like a proud father. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding on this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Joanna. Nick, I had to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk. I think that will be enough for now. Wondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely. Exactly right, Joanna. Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question. Go ahead, Joanna. I would just like to know. Can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead? Of course I can. Now that I've come this far, there is no way I could answer no I can't. Oh, this is gonna be good. Well, then please enlighten the court. Let's see some evidence that proves Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster. Let me just go over this one more time. This is why Acro killed the ringmaster. That is correct. I don't think that the defense would mind confirming something for me. What exactly are we supposed to learn from this piece of evidence? What are you supposed to learn? Ei tällä ole oikein. Se on ihan selkeä juttu. No ei sitten. Looks like you just won the award for biggest failure in court. Now biggest failure in court. That stings. In recognition of your honor, let me bestow upon you my special prize. So now what will you do, Mr. Wright? I would prefer you hurry up and prove something. Rats, now I'm really gonna have to think about this. No, ladatas. Ei menikö mä feilaamaan tähän? I can provide one. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Joanna, the reason that I could kill the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? It's because I had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. No, mä mietin kun se puhuu noita, että kun se sinisilmässä sanoo, että kuinka paljon se ihaili ja rakasti sitä ringmasteria, niin mietin, että se olisi voinut ehkä olla vahinkoakin, mutta mulla on evidenssiä siihen, että mutta ei se evidenssi nyt sitten kello. No katsotaan. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer of Russellberry, ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro, you didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russellberry to begin with. What? Order. Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack someone who's loud in the face, twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Ow! Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? No, mulla oli kyllä semmoinen käsitys, että se olisi ollut kyllä toi Russell, mutta Kenestä sä sitten mukaan haluais tappaa? Toki sinä, mutta sä laitat sen lapun siihen murhaajalle. Ja ainoa henkilö, joka on murhannut jonkun, on ollut se rassillisen sen leijonan. Tosi miksi sä haluat sen leijonan tappajan tappaa kieltämättä. Eli se leijona, mutta ei se leijona osaa puhua. Eli sen kouluttaja, eli Regina. Ei se varsinaisesti se leijona ketään tappanut, mutta no, melkein. Ja ainoa, joka siihen on syyllinen, olisi sitten... Tosin no se, joka syyllinen asia on, kyllä on niinku Bat itse, että... Sehän se halusi tempun tehdä. No, sinänsä mulla on tämä täällä evidenssissä, että... Mut ei siinä ole mitään järkeä. No se on jompikumpi, tai jos ei ole kumpikaan, niin sitten kyllä hittotiin. Mennään nyt ensimmäisenä tällä kaikkein loogisimmalla vaihtoehdolla. Tässä on tää Maxi, mutta 3 vaihtoehtoa. Regina Berry? Okei, joo, se on se. This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Akra, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you are wrong. That's it. That's its harm, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to... Ow! The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Ha! And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now. I want to know why Akra would want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Akra was out to kill this young girl. Alright, Mr. Wright. At this point, the only thing that's important is evidence. This better not be a bluff. You are not going to... Ow! You're not going to fool me, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Those two are finishing each other's sentences now. Aha. Must be the special bond between Ripper and Ripped. My patience is wearing thin, Mr. Wright. Present evidence that proves Akra was out to kill this young girl. Aloitetaan peli. Akra, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat, Akra wrote this note. It's ironically entitled to the murderer. His purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. So you are saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Yes, but there's just one problem. Little problem. Problem? Actually did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person of this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Order, order, order! Mr. Wright, this little diary of yours. It's the truth, Joanna. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, I mean the ringmaster, saw the note. That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina. That's incredible. Remember the testimony that Akro gave us earlier today? Do you think the person looking out of the window would have been impossible? There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Akro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was. I got it. Akro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. And that's when he let the bust fly. Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. I wrote this note to Regina.
Objection!
Foolishly foolish, fool with foolishly foolish, fool. You are so foolish you have even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you are so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Yes, what about that line? Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that this note is declaring that Regina is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter. Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. Moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Joanna. Nothing in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well, then if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... Mulla ei mitään hajua. Tämä... What is it? What is it? This is... What? This is it? Well, I kind of figured that I'd try and get rid of evidence I didn't need anymore. Well, from now on you can do those sorts of things at home, on your own time. But, oops. Please present this conclusive evidence, Mr. Wright. Miksi mun pitäisi näyttää, kun se on se... Mikä ton tyypin nimi olikaan? Akron evidence. I'm almost to the big climax of this case, which means that no matter what, I can't mess up again. The conclusive evidence about this is... Okay, tää näyttäisi. Okei, se on tuo. En kyllä tiedä miksi, mutta... Achoo, 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 achoo. What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't joke at all. It's decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? I'm claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper. Veikkaan, että sitä käytettiin Leonia varten, että se puraisee siihen bättiin. Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Who is this? That is Axel's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Pat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's also strange to see how Axel could feel that his brother is dead. Regina. She did that to him. You spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Axel's brother, Shanda Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. Lion? Regina, I mean, Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. So then what happened to Axel's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder, he's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Pat was actually an accident? It was more than that. The lion biting Pat was no accident at all. But what? He was such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Axel's brother Pat. Tämä on statementti, no, mulla on tämä teoria, että se on tämä pippori tässä. Tänään kun mä sitä nyt tähän näin. Nick, are you sure you want to go with that? Huh? How exactly does this evidence prove the reason Leon bit Pat? You don't think that there's something better you should present instead? I'm still waiting on this piece of evidence, Mr. Wright. Though, I'm gonna have to think this over some more. You're such an amateur, Mr. Tässä uudestaan. Nyt kun tosta menettää paljon. Ollaan näin kaukana. Mikä se oli? Conclusive evidence about the incident. Tämä. I... Mikä se conclusive evidence sitten oli? Se ei se leijonakaan ollut. Oliko se tää pippuri? Joo, kyllä, okei. Okay. Pistän tähän kohtaan seivi. Ei vahingossakaan missä sitä. Seuraava. Pissinkö mä se hetkonen? Pitääkö mun porut jalkalle? Kyllä. Mitä tapahtuu, jos mä laitan it was just an accident? What about if it was truly an accident? It's essential that the man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix Wright. It's impossible to prove Mr. Barry's involvement in a murder attempt, isn't it? Instigating a lion to attack. Who ever heard of something like that? And to think that the defense claimed this was conclusive evidence. A small bottle of pepper. A lion. What's the connection? What's the matter, Nick? I figured it out. Wow, it was right in front of my nose the entire time. Joanna, wait. What is it? The lemon biting bat was no accident at all. What? No se pippuri ei kelvannut. Ei sitten mäkään ole. Okei, on se. Eiku niin, joo, sitä on niin pitkä aika kun... Mullahan oli jo teoria tässä aikaisemmin. Mä en kyllä muista mikä teoria se oli, mutta niinku... Mut joo. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. I know it's the one that gave this scarf to Bat. Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina. There's something more than just blood on the scarf, Joanna. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident. And she covered it with as much pepper as she could. No ei, tämä ei kyllä ollut mun teoria muistaakseni. Mä totesin, että se oli vaan muutama opettanut puremasta sitä kaulaliinaa. Mut miksei se mun pipparipurkki sitten kelvannut? Sama lopputulos kuitenkin. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. That's the crime in that. It still seems like the judge doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. What? Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. What? You fool! You gotta be kidding me.
Objection!
What's the matter, Miss Montgomery? I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do, it's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Actually lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish fool. Like foolish idiot. Huh. It almost does seem like a terrible joke. Doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro? You can't mean. Witness? Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you are going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon. The bust that the defense claims was used. If it were to be found in the actress room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you've gotta do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Pistää siihen taas save, ja minä menen käymään tupakilla. Nooni. See how things work out first. Might be worthwhile to search Acre's room, but why aren't you going to search his room? This looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Kammo's total justice. I guess. I figured with you. That's the least I should expect. You leave no stone unturned. Von Kammo never leaves anything to chance. You researched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all this. It looks like you like the fun nail to put into my coffin. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust. Where is it now? Where's the bust right now? Yeah, Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? It seems this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright. I think that brings to an end the cross-examination of this witness. Where's Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and just bit my tongue. Huh? What? We need time to what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your-eyed, isn't she? Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright? What? Are you asking me? This is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Everybody's always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acros lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope. If we don't, we are certain to lose. Well, the defense may proceed. He doesn't have a clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? Endermixos lodging houseissa, Endermixos Bigtopissa. Tää on niin villi väite, että sanotaan, että somewhere in this courtroom. It's obvious, the bus is inside this very courtroom. It's obviously where? Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once and for all. The witness stand. Acro. I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket, because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you have to hide it in the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played. You fool. How could you? You got me. I've been backed by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? Yeah? There was two pieces of evidence, decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now, to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon, there's no way I can escape that. So you've got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma. It all makes sense now. I can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Aha, you definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me, make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that. It seems we have finally arrived at the truth. Acro. Yes, Joanna. Did you clear the ringmaster of the very big circus, Mr. Russellberry? Yes, Joanna. I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get him back in the same way. And that's why she covered the scarf with pepper. No, she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it, too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful. So you're saying that you are a victim in all of this as well? No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave, I just couldn't, not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet. This has been such a strange case. Like a pedals. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself. I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again. I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. Yay! Paperclip. This court is adjourned. Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Actually, the ringmaster, Regina, and Pat, not a single one of them was a bad person inside of harm. That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, not only at max 1 million of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Aksha. No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? Hurrah! She's been like this for a while now. Hurrah! It's all my fault. Hurrah! Sweetie pie. That an actor. They're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina. It's right, tell me something. What do you want? What do you want to know, Regina? Actually said something right at the end. Just couldn't up and leave yet. Does that mean that Acro is he gonna try and get his revenge on me? I don't think so. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina. Are you sure? You are really sure? I can't believe that. Yep. Actually doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore. If that's true, then I want to see some evidence. Huh? I don't know, you are not just making up that stuff about actually not wanting revenge. No se on joutumassa vankilaan, you know. Mitä mä mukaan näytän sille? So what about this? Now do you understand that there's no need to worry? Wow. You were lying to me. No one ever tells me the truth. No one ever tells me what's going on. Though, looks like I made a mistake with that one. Poor Regina. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay you a fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? Ah, that's a big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I made a decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn the circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. And I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing that the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Which means this circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max. Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What can I say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. I'm Regina. You are gonna help them out too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? I got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been. Mo. Most right, sweetie pie. It can't be a very big circus without Regina Berry. Max. Nick, it seems like everything is going to turn out alright. Alright here. I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats. Aha, 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 aha. I see what made it the case. Yesterday's surprise raid, it really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? It was just a theory. If Ack really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney. You mean Mr. Wright? Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Miss Acro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the chief prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. Understood, sir. I'll be waiting for you, Miss Edgeworth. Pam pam pa! Episode 3 Turn About Big Top, the end. Fable, My Turnabout on episode 4 nimi. Vitsi mä oon ollut pitkään jumissa tossa, tai pitkään tehnyt episode 3 yli 1 tai 2 videoa. On enemmänkin varmaan 1 videon kerran päivästä tai 2, niin meni pitkä aika. Alkuun innosti tää peli niin hirveästi ja nyt sitten vähän lopahtanut tää mielenkiinto. En mä tiedä mikä. Miksi. Ehkä mä jatkan tästä nyt. Ehkä mulla on ollut muita ajatuksia, mitä mä haluan pelailla. Haluan kyllä edelleen pelailla kyllä muutenkin tänään kuin tätä, mutta... joo. Kiitos kun katsoitte ja jatketaan episodin 4 seuraavalla kerralla.